could get that one more run to tie it and one more run to cross the plate. Cubs scored all their runs in the first inning. Keep that in mind. The Brewers also scoring in the first inning, but then chipping away, getting that second run, getting that third run on that Jake Bauers home run. So Cub fans were getting a little nervous. Brewer fans getting a little excited, thinking they can come back. This has been the MO for this Brewers team all year. Murph calls them the angry woodpeckers. Chip, 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 chip it away. Not enough power in that beak tonight or the bats. I will leave it to much smarter baseball people than me to ask the question why Jackson Chourio was not moved over after he led off with that double, putting him on third base and likely scoring that tying run with any kind of outfield hit or a single. That's a question maybe Murph will be asked in the postgame. But for now, the Cubs' hopes remain alive. They are now down 2-1 in this best-of-3 series, and they will go at it again in just a little more than 24 hours. 24 hours and 42 minutes to be exact. 8:08 start tomorrow night at Wrigley Field. They'll be here again at Will's tomorrow. Maybe the same group of faces. Maybe we'll see some familiar faces here. But the story tonight is one of relief for Cub fans. Their season does not end on a beautiful fall night in Chicago. And Brewer fans may be getting just a tad apprehensive, still hoping that they can win it tomorrow, and if necessary, Game 5 at American Family Field on Saturday afternoon. That's the story from here. Kim, I'll send it back to you because I know you want to go around the horn and talk to Sam Kramer, who's at that watch party as well.
Ted, before I let you go, I just wanted to know how the fans were they confident throughout this game that the Cubs had it, or did you think that they were also on the edge of their seats?
I would say they were confident. I've been talking to some fans. I talked to a couple from Madison. I talked to a young woman from Germantown who's here with a friend of hers from Madison. They both live in this neighborhood now, and they say it has been a fun summer, and they were hoping to wrap it up tonight, but they remain very confident, all the fans I talked to tonight, that the Brewers will eventually take care of business. Hopefully tomorrow, but if not, Game 5 Saturday at American Family Field, but we're still hoping it doesn't come to that. I would say confidence among Brewer fans here, though, Murph, remains pretty high.
All right, Ted Perry, thank you so much. I'll let you get back to working your story for Fox 6 News at 9 and 10. You're watching the Wisconsin Live Desk. Okay, the Brewers, they didn't do it. Let's take a live look now at what's happening at Wrigley Field as folks are pouring out of that stadium. We'd hoped that, it'd be better news and that the Brewers would make a sweep of it. That did not happen, but it's okay. We're still confident that it will happen, that the Brewers will be able to do what they need to do and that they will win this series. So the Brewers dropped Game 3. Yeah, it's not what we had hoped for, but again, this is the best of 5 series. So the Brewers don't have a lot of time to think about what went right, what went wrong. They just have to make it right and do that pretty quickly because, the sooner they get this taken care of, the sooner they can rest up and then prepare for the next series. So Sam Kramer has also been out and about. He has been talking to fans who decided they were not going to take the train down to Wrigley Field. Instead, they decided that they would just hang out in Milwaukee at Davidson Park, Harley-Davidson Park, that is. And there was a big turnout this evening. A lot of folks came to watch the game, and Sam Kramer was there with them. And Sam was just talking to some fans. And so I'm going to go to Sam now. Sam Kramer, can you hear me?
Hi, Kim. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I sure can. So let's talk about this. Describe the mood. I mean, the Cubs, they scored first. How did the mood change throughout the evening?
First off, let's point out this. It's the same scoring pattern we've seen in all 3 games of this series. The road team, which in this time happens to be the Brewers, scores 1 run in the top of the first inning, and then the home team comes back in the bottom of the inning and answers right back. That's exactly what we saw here. The crowd certainly took a hit at least in the noise that they made for this game, with the Cubs jumping out to that 4-1 lead. But nevertheless, Brewers claw their way back. And I tell you, more than 1,000 fans, that's according to organizers, more than 1,000 fans here gathering in Davidson Park to watch and try and will the Brewers on from across the state line. But nevertheless, it is a loss. And we've chatted with a couple of fans after this, and there are mixed opinions. The first one we spoke with said, look, this team has found a way every October to just kind of not fulfill or I guess not exactly go as far as they would like to over the last several postseasons. There's a little bit of doubt, and I think that's natural given the fact that this series is now 2-1 with Game 4 tomorrow in Chicago. But then the other gentleman we just spoke to said, look, Cubs were, with their backs up against the wall, they were the more desperate team. So, you can expect them to come out hot and play it. The question is, can they do it tomorrow? And he was rather confident that the Brewers would come back, take care of business, and win this 3-1 tomorrow. So that's the million-dollar question. I think it really hasn't dampened the occasion by any means. Everybody stayed until the very end. They're leaving now, and as we've been here, heard a couple of people yell, "Go Brewers." Just business as usual, Kim.
All right, Sam Kramer, thank you so much. As we leave you, we're going to take a live look at Wrigley Field. As you can see, the fans are leaving, and that big billboard there saying Cubs win. So now the series stands 2 wins Brewers, 1 win Cubs. So that means there will be a Game 4 tomorrow, same bat time. That's tomorrow, 8:08 p.m. Thursday, Game 4. If it is necessary and the Cubs force a Game 5, then that means it would return. The series would return to Milwaukee, and that game was going to be 3:38 p.m. Saturday, if necessary. So we love our AmFam Field. We truly do, but we don't want to see it anytime soon. We want to keep this series in Chicago and end it, so that we can move on to bigger and better things as we are on our way to the World Series. We certainly hope that is the case. So we thank you for joining us this evening. There's going to be much more coverage. We'll have that for you on FOX 6 News at 9 and 10. You're watching the Wisconsin Live Desk. Thanks for joining us.